Morning, guys. So let me show you what I do for my morning practice every single day when I wake up. I might get a cup of coffee or drink a little cacao or just have nothing. But right after I wake up, I go right into my flow practice. So this is my flow training. This is what I actually do every single morning. And I do this, it's a combination of basically to make the body strong. It's cardiovascular. It's making the body very flexible, making it feel really light and loose. And the reason I do this is so this way I can access flow state throughout the day, basically being very, very present by allowing the body to feel very strong, but at the same time feeling really loose, getting rid of all the stress. So I always feel good throughout the day. And if my body feels good through the day, my mind can think good through the day. So this practice is gonna be something that you can follow along with me on. It's gonna be four different segments. It's gonna be a segment, first, something that's light and loose. It's a Qigong type of practice. It has slapping, it has massage, it has a lot of movement, energetic grounding, things like that. Then we go into some plyometrics, using body weight exercises, building some muscle, building some strength. Then we go into a yoga, more stretching, slower, flexibility, increasing range of motion. Then I finish off with some meditation along with some breath work. So, hope you enjoy, follow along with me. I'm gonna go ahead and set up the timer here. So I just use a little basic timer to kind of help me keep track of time. Okay. So let's start off with hops. And so hops is good because loosens up the entire body. I like to drop my shoulders down like this. So sometimes if I ever carry stress here in the shoulders, tightness here, I simply drop it down. And this will help relieve stress in the shoulders, in the arms, in the chest, in the legs. You want to be as loose as possible. Make it as easy as possible. If it's too much, you can always just do this. If your calves get sore or if it's just a lot of activity to get used to, even doing this is fine. The idea with this practice is that it's your practice. I can show you my version of this practice. Full body tap is next. So, but it's modified. It can be modified for anybody. So what I'm showing you doing right now is called a full body tap. So in Qigong, they do this a lot. And really, so our body is filled with different pressure points and nerves, and they're all connected. And so when we're tapping like this, we're basically stimulating a lot of the organs, a lot of the nerves, different internal systems in the body, creating good blood flow, keeping the body elastic. So this way blood can flow through there, nutrients can flow, energy can flow, chi can flow. And the amount of impact that you're doing is entirely up to you. It's entirely up to you. If you feel like you want to go super hard, cool. If you feel like you want to go really light, awesome, right? Whatever works. And it changes from day to day. Some days, your body's feeling really strong and you're just kind of pounding away, right? Really tapping it out. And some days your body feels really tender, maybe because you're sore or body's just, there's a lot of moving parts. So just go a little lighter. It doesn't really matter. For me, I do the same thing. Today, my body is kind of so-so, right? It's not like super, super strong, but it's not really tender. It's kind of in the middle. So I'm giving it a medium break here, right? And do wherever you can reach. If you can't reach it, you don't need to do it. Your range of motion will increase over time. So I like this one here also, And this is one of my favorites, getting the head. There are so many nerve endings here in the head. And again, you know, for me, I like to give it a good impact. But I've also been doing this for years now, so my body has grown accustomed to this amount of pressure. And then now, this next one, I go into some longevity exercises. I'm charging up the chi in my hands, which is energy. Then I go up and down about 7 times. Up and down the nose, opening up the passageways for breath, allowing air to pass through. Then I go around my eyes, the direction of the eyebrows, to go ahead and massage the muscle around the eyes. I charge it up in between. Then I do rotations around the ears, about 7 times both directions, and just pressing down. Charge it back up. Then I press on the nose 7 times both directions. About, you know, as I'm talking here, it's hard for me to kind of count, but I do it every morning, so 7 to 10 doesn't really matter. There's no magic number, you know, just whatever you feel. Then I go into my pressure point, hold for about 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, release. 3, 2, 1, release. Right here, okay? It's a lot of pressure points throughout the entire body, you know, where energy meets. And I'll just do these 2 here. One is right here in that dip under the nose. And just something really quick here. I'll usually hold for about 3, 2, 1. And then eye rotation. Look up and I rotate around. 1, all the way around. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Other direction. You see, we use our eyes all the time, just like everything else. Our eyes is actually one of the most important organs that we have. But we don't do enough eye exercises, and there are so many. And you know, I don't have time to go and do all eye exercises every single day. So then I just do a little rotation here. It helps, you know. So, keeps the eye muscle strong. Ton, same thing. Go into the top, in behind the lip, and then go into a circle. And just go all the way around with pressure. Okay. I do about 7 times both directions. So, if you're wondering like, oh, why is it doing a ton? Our muscles, when we go like that, we use our jaw muscles, our tongue muscles, and all of these things. And it's really, really important because we're using it all the time. So we need to release stress. There's tension built up in the jaw a lot. Next thing I do is look up and down, inhale through the nose, and exhale through the mouth like this. And I do about 12 times. Inhale. Other way around. So I'll hold my breath, you know, after that last 12th one, then I do the rotations. And if you can hold your breath throughout the entire time, great. You're able to build a lot of pressure here, loosen everything out. If you need to inhale, no big deal. So now I'm done with all that. I loosen the wrist. Because remember, we carry stress everywhere. So we want to keep everything as loose as possible. Now, then I go into drop down arms. It's all just about keeping the body really loose, you know. You don't want to be tight because the goal is to relax the body, to teach the body how to let go. If you notice I got a little bounce, when I drop my arms down, I will exhale through my nose. And I tend to, go with a good amount of force because my body's used to it. This is what I call the heart opener. Good to expand the chest, release tension around the chest area, loosen up the shoulders, give a little massage as I'm tapping the back of my shoulders, my rear delts. And again, I would do an exhale when I close in and an inhale when I open up. So it looks like this. And again, if you don't have to go super wide, when I first started, I was doing about this, and I couldn't do it that long either. So just do whatever is comfortable. And over time, my body got used to it, and my joints became very, very loose, muscles became very loose and relaxed. This is called a twist. This is probably the favorite, one of my favorites. I got a couple that are my favorite. So this one is keeping your arms like jelly. And you're just simply turning your body and letting your arms flap. And they'll massage areas as it hits the body. And again, you can go very light, taking it really easy. Or you can do it harder. Just depends on what feels good for you. This is about feeling good. Don't force your body, don't strain your body. You can push your body, but don't strain it. And also, in the back, this is also massaging my kidney. And see? So, this next one here is hip circles. So when I first started, I would just do circles or just left and right. And this is to loosen up the hips. This is to keep our hip muscles and hip joints very loose. So this way we have mobility. Too many people, as they get older, they lose mobility in their hips. And so for me, I go with really big circles. So this way, as I start to do this more often, my hips become very, very loose. And I wasn't able to do this as much before. But now, the whole entire hip is getting loose. The knees is getting loose. Also, my ankles are able to distribute pressure all the way around. So this way we're able to strengthen all the joints and keep everything really loose at the same time. Strong and loose. And then we go the other direction. And again, there's no correct or wrong way, right way to do this. You can flop around like a standing fish. You can do little ones. You can kind of just feel like, well, this kind of feels good. This is what I'm comfortable with. Go ahead and do the merengue, It doesn't matter. It's just about whatever feels good for you, There's no correct way how to do this. This is taken from a lot of different types of practices. So there's no right way, wrong way. I'm just giving you an example of what I do and what I found works really well for my body. And everybody's body is a little different. So next I go into a kidney bounce. So I put the back of my wrist on my kidney area and I simply just bounce. See? And then once I get the bouncing down, all I have to do is just move my hand move my wrist just a little bit, and I'm able to give myself a massage. And as it moves down, I can massage my lower back. So if my lower back is ever tense, this will massage it, make it feel real good. And so I get massages like every day, every morning. Self-love, baby. So, another thing I do after that, I put my hand on my side, now I'm massaging my side. You know? And that press my fingers in, now I'm massaging my intestines a little. Moving food that may be in there, cleaning it out. Our intestines do a lot of work. It's good to keep it clean. So now, I go into backward arms. So this move got my shoulders to be really strong and really mobile. I've been bodybuilding for over 20 years and put a lot of strain on my shoulders, heavy bench presses and all this stuff. And I never had really good range in my shoulders. They were decent, but not really good. And building a lot of muscle did not help with mobility and keeping it loose. So when I first started doing these, I was only able to do about 10 to 20 at a time. And I wasn't able to do this range either. I was doing about like this. And now, and at that speed, and now I can just do this without pain, without injury. And so, if you're trying this, and you feel, it feels like it's kind of pushing your limit, you know, go smaller circles. Whatever is comfortable for you. This is your practice. And it's okay for all of us to do it a little differently. Our bodies will adapt to what we do. So if you do this every morning, like I do, your body will be able to adapt to these things. So now this is what, charging up the energy. Raising my hand up, getting the energy to go up and down my spine, using that whoo sound to draw the energy up from my stomach. Love that one. I can feel the energy just vibrating after that. Now we go into the second section now, which is the strength training. So now we're gonna do just the basic body weight movements that allow our body to function, pushing, pulling, running, jumping, kicking, striking, punching. So, if you need a rest, rest. Keep going. You're at a bonfire, you're different heights, And this. See my feet resting on the ground, but it's okay. Makes it easy. Handstand push-ups or pike. So go against the wall. So next, anytime you need a rest, just rest. Days not feeling strong. Days not feeling weak. I'm resting like half the time. Just always do the best you can. Always do the best you can. Don't worry about it. When it's stronger than you, doesn't matter. Wow. If you were stronger than me before, that day you were weaker. Life's not about competition. Yep. I used to think that way. Now I realize I don't have to try to shoot. I don't have to try to shoot goals. I don't have to try to get better. I naturally get better. We get people naturally get better because I don't do that. So they just naturally you can't stop the body from getting stronger. train this way, you strengthen your joints, your ligaments. You learn how to move differently. More explanation on that in another video. Peace. So, this is not for the sake of training to fight. This is not for the sake of going into an MMA match. Think about this as just simply a movement that is very natural in your body. You're kicking. You're extending your leg out like this. You know? For everyone, you want to be. I don't think you heard me. Learn proper ways to kick, proper ways to do it. You already have a foundation there. Just in your body's ability to move. It will help you relax. It will help you rest. Strikes, same thing. Yes, I can make my punch more very very skillful. It's not the point, you know. Sometimes I just go to town. Strike this way. Sometimes I have some legs. I go to gas. Sometimes I do this motion. Doesn't matter. You see? When you think too much about what you're doing, you can't be training in the present moment. You're in your random mind. You're always thinking, is this right? Is this wrong? How should I do this? And all this thinking takes us out of the moment. So choice. By the time I get to here, this is what my friend is. Talk about perfect form. Just do the best you can. I'm tired. I'm tired. So I might do this half the time. You know, if nobody's looking, I'll be doing this. Yeah. mind.
Thank you.
That's all I gotta do. Finish off. Not used to kicking. Good. Competition. Simply training, get the knees up. So you start to train your hips. So it becomes more comfortable. Beautiful kick. I also suggest not kicking so hard. Elbows. This is what I like to do. So I'm going to show you guys just a few things that I do. Usually what I'll do is I'll do the same thing throughout that whole minute. Again, don't worry about the correct form or martial arts or anything. Look at it as simply as moving your body. I'm not here to teach you the correct form on fighting. Jumps, I'm here. Just get our bodies moving by doing the most basic movements. What's going on? The other side is love. It's a place like us. It's insanity. It's insanity. to flexibility and relaxation. So eyes closed, grab your toes or your ankles or your knee. Let's slow down the mind. Start calming the breath. Start connecting with that feeling inside the body, the subtle energy, the sensation. Push your body, but don't strain it. The more your body can let go, the less stress we hold. The less stress we hold, the less tight it is, the more we're able to stretch and increase our range of motion. So I have an injury here that's stopping me from being able to go all the way down. So I simply just go here. No big deal. Again, just relax the body. If you feel pain, take it back. Get back. Be more easy. You want to be able to push your body, but you don't want to feel pain. You want your body to stretch. You don't want to strain. The practice here is to practice letting the body take the center, right foot stretch. So another thing is, people often look for perfection in form. They look for the absolute correct way to do something. Because there's this idea that if we don't move correctly, that we will be injured, that our body will be stuck. That's not true. You can move in the correct way, you can still get injured. It's all based on what your body can do. It's all based on the condition of your body. And so when you're doing these stretches, or when you're doing any of these practices with me, come up to the center, go to your left side. You just do the best you can. Have fun. Enjoy the practice. Don't worry about perfection. Can we make our form even better? Absolutely. I've been training for 25 years. So if we were talking about going into proper form and then everything, yes, we can do that. But I'm just sharing with you, this is what I do. I don't aim for proper form. I just simply stretch and relax. Can I go and keep my toes up? A line and a line and a line? Yes, I could. But I don't have to do it every morning like that. I can simply just relax. Because even this is good enough. And this might feel a little more enjoyable than the proper everything. Side bend to your right. So your right hand reaches over to the left inner thigh first. Then put your elbows down here so you can kind of help yourself get to the side. Left hand reaches over to the right foot, right ankle, right knee, or simply just right floor. You point your left armpit towards the sky for a deeper stretch. So you want to tense only what is needed for the stretch. Or we call it yoga for this asana. Everything else. Because part of the goal here is to teach the body how to relax and let go. And the way we teach the body how to do that is simply by doing it. More often, our bodies get used to letting go. When our bodies get used to relaxing to the other side, we become more familiar with that state because we can let
situation, some event that usually would cause us some stress. Somebody says something to us that offends us. Now we're able to let the stress go on command, right then and there. Maybe we did it in 5 seconds. Maybe it took us 5 minutes. But the point is, we can let it go and not let it affect our day. Not let it affect the way we think, affect our energy, affect how we are to another person or how we see a certain event. We let it go right away, and everything's good again, everything's back normal. And so when we do this practice, we're teaching our body to get used to letting things go. Pigeon, right leg bent, left leg straight. And when we're constantly letting go in our body feels really loose. Our body feels very light, doesn't feel very dense, very light. Our body feels at ease, it feels so calm. It doesn't have like that undercurrent. That makes it where it's really tough to sit still. We get rid of all that, and our body's just always calm. Fall asleep sometimes in the kitchen. So when we do this, Another thing I want to mention, I do the same practice every morning. I don't change it up. Rarely. I do always look for ways to progress, to evolve, find ways to make it easier. Make it easier to learn, make it easier to have it flow more, make it more effective, more relaxation. Something I can make me stronger, but also easy. And so I'm constantly evolving. But for the most part, I do the same thing every morning. There's no plateau and things like that. And I'll tell you why. Not because plateaus don't exist. It's because I'm always doing the best I can at this practice. When I do this practice every morning, my body naturally gets stronger. And when my body gets stronger, the movements I do become more difficult. I can maybe do something that's a little more difficult than what I was doing months ago. Maybe I can do more repetition, and my endurance is better. My strength is more, so I do more something else. And so naturally, I'm depressing. Maybe I don't rest at all. Maybe those planks I was doing earlier are straight as a board, not my butt way up in the air, like I'm doing a downward dog or something, you know? My jumps can be a little higher. You know, whatever it is, there's plenty of room to progress. So therefore, I won't worry about hitting plateaus. But what I find is really enjoyable is that by doing the same practice every morning, I get to get the results that I want, and I don't have to think about what to do. And I get really good at doing these movements. And when somebody gets really good at doing movements, it becomes easy to do. And when it's easy to do, we become consistent at doing it. So we like to do it. We like to do things that feel easy for us. And when we're consistent, well, we get results. And so there are lots of movements out there. You know? Double in the chest. Wrap arms around elbows. Chin pointing to me. But I found that these movements that I do every morning are by far the simplest movements. Ancient awesome. Which is basically, they're the simplest and the easiest to learn. It fits for all fitness levels. Let's go to the cloud. Knees together, feet together, toes pointed to your head. And again, this can be difficult for many people, and there are many modifications. You can use your hands here. You don't have to put this forward, this, just bend your knees, just maybe, even if you're just doing this, doing this is fun too. Just whatever you can do, whatever you can do, just do the best you can. So, after that, I lie here for about a minute. Just let my body relax even more and connect. Connect to the energy. Connect to the vibration that's inside the body. By doing so, it would increase the mind and body connection. And when that connection increases, my ability to feel increases. My ability to sense if one part of my body is very strong, very, very weak. My ability to be able to control my autonomic nervous system. So now we're going to go into deep breaths. So in through the mouth, out through the mouth. We're going to do this for 2 minutes. This is to increase oxygen throughout all of our cells, all of our body. And when we increase the oxygen there, we bring more consciousness to the entire body. Let's begin. Last deep breath. Exhale everything. Hold your breath. Without inhaling. Hold your breath as long as you can. Relax your entire body. Clear your mind completely. Connect to the inside of your body. You can even find a point in front of you with your eyes closed. Focus on that point if it helps keep your mind still. And when you need to breathe in through your mouth. Take a deep, deep breath. And afterwards, hold as long as you can. So at this part of the practice, you're holding as long as you can on the inhale and on the exhale. So let's say I have to breathe in now on my exhale. I'm going to take a deep breath through my mouth. Hold. Do it as long as I can. And then when I need to exhale, exhale all of the breath. Do it as slow as possible. And then I do 20 deep inhales like I did earlier. And then go through the process again. Exhale, hold. Inhale, hold. 20 deep inhales. Exhale, hold. Inhale, hold. 20 deep inhales. So go ahead and continue this. While I go ahead and walk you through it. 20 deep inhales. Exhale all of your breath and hold. Then when you need to breathe in, inhale all of your breath and hold. Doing this is a very powerful practice to help you silence your mind. Helping you become very present and allowing your body to let go of all stress and tension in your body. And also allowing you to connect to the energy, that subtle inner sensation that's inside the body. You're still in that practice is allowing you to connect to it. And over time, the connection starts to build. Before you know it, you're able to connect to it all the time. Even having a conversation with somebody, you're connected to the energy inside your body. And when every time when we're connected to the energy of the body, we're able to let go on command any stress and tension, anxiety, anxiousness, worries. We're able to let it go. We're able to let it go the moment it arises. The moment that the event causing these things to happen. And when we let it go, our bodies return back to the natural state of calmness, relaxation, natural state of harmony, which is how our body is supposed to do. Always at ease, always relaxed. We tense when we need to tense, run when we need to run. We use the body for what we need. And when we don't need to tense the body, our bodies get to relax. Only through relaxation can the body truly recover. A deep breath. without my body, I can't live. Be thankful for all the experience of wonderful times that I have in my life. Thankful that I have 4 limbs. Thankful for my ability to breathe, my ability to move. And also to be familiar and to connect to this nice, calm, relaxed feeling that's in my body. I feel every time after I practice. And to know that every time I practice, I become more familiar with this feeling of calmness and relaxation. My body's natural state. The more often I feel this state, the more familiar I become. The more familiar I become of this state, the more often I feel this state. And I feel this state longer and so now whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. Just take a minute to look around, just relax. Try not to go back into checking your phone, rushing into something. Give yourself a minute, 2 minutes, however long you feel, or maybe just however long you have. Because this time is for you. For me, this is my morning practice. This is what I do every morning to start my day off. And the way that I start my day is often the way that I can finish my day also. And often the way I feel throughout my day. Calm, focused, a sense of clarity, a sense of peace, this blissful, joyful feeling. And I'd like to give myself just a few minutes. And thanks for joining me today in my practice. I do this every morning. But there are days where my body's really tired, or maybe I didn't get enough sleep, and I may do a shorter practice. That's perfectly fine. I cut down the time that I'm doing each movement. I may only do half of the movements, or there's days where I just don't do anything at all. And it's okay. You know, let's listen to our body, and let's start connecting to our body. And if our body's telling us we need a break, then let's take a break. So, thanks for watching. See you